doubles and coffee. Rowley, you telling the media and the population don't forget you. You are unforgettable, not because of your brilliance, but because of the indelible impact that you have left on our country, on our culture, on who we are. Future generations will remember the damage that you have inflicted upon our great nation, on our children, on our single mothers, on our people, on our citizens. Nobody can forget that. We wake up every morning and we see you imprinted upon us, a people of greatness, a people who love and care, an empathetic people, a sympathetic people, transformed into a lazy society, cussing each other on the roads for no reason, fighting and arguing, children abusing their teachers and their mothers because they see it from you, Rowley. Rowley, you will be remembered, just like Idi Amin is remembered, Papa Doc Duvalier is remembered, John Wayne Gacy and Jeffrey Dahmer can never be forgotten. You will be remembered, Rowley, for what you have done to this country at every level. Forget all the corruption and forget all the incompetence in the ministries and the wastage of $500 trillion and so on. Just what you have shown from your lack of class, your lack of character, your poor inability, to act as a man, your poor morals and ethics, what you have shown our future generations. You have normalized classlessness. You have normalized behaviors that are frowned upon not only in previous generations of Trinbagonians, but globally. You have shown young men and boys in this country that once they get power, they could go and get pum-pum however they want it. They don't have to be skillful. They don't have to be courteous. They don't have to be romantic and chivalrous. They have to just take pum-pum. Use their power, whether they are teachers, and they can use that power over students to get pum-pum, or whether they are prime minister, and they use their power and their position to get pum-pum from wives of cabinet ministers, wives of other people, without any sort of guilt, without any sort of class, without any sort of man code, dropping children left, right, and center, disrespecting your wife in front of the entire population. You have taught all generations of young boys and men that that is normal, that if a woman wants to get a high position, she has to walk down her steps, past 3 dogs, pass a parrot, into a dungeon office and lie down on a red couch. You have normalized abuse of the parliament. You now promote a Zami man. You have taught children that they must treat women as the women were treated back in the 1920s. You have taken our society so far back. When a man stopped to change a tire for a lady now on the road, he's like a superhero, because that which used to be the norm, which was normal thing for us, that is how we are. That's who we are. We have now become more like you, so we cannot forget you. Children are reaching late. People are reaching late for work as normal. People are lazy and wanting to leave work to go and do other things, as you took 369 days away from your job to play golf and didn't care. You have transformed this country into a country of mediocre people where lies are the norm. You lie without any sort of guilt, without any conscience or shame. You tell lies no matter how big or how small. They roll off your tongue naturally. Parents will have to continue to teach their children for decades to not be like Rowley. From Mason Hall to Whitehall, has stained this country's cultural heart and soul, its character, indelibly for decades to come. You cannot be forgotten, Rowley. You have taken us down a path where The amount of blood that flows for senseless reasons stems from your arrogance and disrespect of human beings, of people, of the media. We recently turned Akasamaroo into a cult hero simply because he was able to state the facts and ask a question. Because you have bullied this country and transformed all levels, whether millionaires, intelligentsia, people with degrees, multiple degrees, business owners, teachers, labor. You have transformed our entire country into a country of cowards because they're afraid of your bullying, your Papa Doc ways, your Saddam Hussein character. You have transformed a loving, caring, creative country into a mediocre bunch of whatever happened. You transformed our carnival culture, the greatest show on earth, into an also ran, which is struggling to make the top 10 carnivals in the world right now. Imagine we have no international soca monarch, the land of soca, the land of calypso. You transformed the art form of calypso into a lick-bamsy art form that no one wants to pay money to see, that only tents that receive money from you, once they don't back-talk you, or once they don't sing the truth, once they pen a set of lies, they get subvention from you. You have killed calypso. Steel pan in schools is nearly non-existent, down by 80 schools compared to when Tim Gopi Singh was there. You damage our national instrument. You damage our culture, our show, what existed before. You have damaged it going forward. You have made us into the laughing stock of the CARICOM. We were the envy of the CARICOM. In fact, we were accused of being uppity and holding our chins too high because we had oil and gas, we had education system. When O-level, CXC, whatever came, GCE, Trinidad and Tobago would be at the top in all subjects. You have put us down on the bottom. We are bottom feeders now. We produce nothing. Our refineries shut down. Jobs in the energy sector gone. Agriculture decimated. You have us driving on roads that make us frustrated. And we blow on and cuss, whether man, woman, or children in the car, because you have created a society without love, without care, without respect, because they follow their leader. You speak to your own teammates as if they're dogs, cuss them out, don't tell them good morning. You've taken us away from the teachings of Undine Giuseppe and Mrs. Kenny and all the great teachers and principals who taught us to be courteous and say good morning and be punctual. You have damaged this country for generations to come. You have taken us a great sporting nation from since 1948, winning medals with Rodney Wilkes and Leonard Skilgore in 1952 in weightlifting, in running in 1964 in Tokyo, Hazy Crawford 1976, coming right up to Keshawn Walcott and Richard Thompson and Callender and Bledman. You have taken us for 9 years, and all we got was one bronze medal in 2016, which was a remnant of the work done by me under Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the People's Partnership government. But for 9 years, no Olympic success, no Olympic medals, nothing to talk about. Our football decimated, being beaten by other small islands. Islanders coming here and feeling confident that they could beat the red, white, and black. That's what you have done to a country that was naturally brilliant. Our tapestry, our culture. You socialized us into failures. You socialized us into schools where we have more fights every day. You were the man who said the children were fighting like hyenas in an African jungle. When you brought the African jungle here and watered it and encouraged it, and the hyenas multiplied under you, so nobody will forget you. People will remember you. Not only the husbands who get diseases and things from you, when you love up some of their wife by the office of the Prime Minister, them who get things and had to go by doctor for injection, they will remember you. All the people who have died under your watch will remember you. The 5,000 people and the family who died under COVID and the family who is decimated and don't have them again. But here you say that your COVID-19 failure was your greatest success. They will remember you. Their children will remember you. Their loved ones will remember you every time they say in prayers and thinking about those who were lost unnecessarily because of porous borders, incompetence, stupidity, and arrogance of you. You will never be forgotten, Rowley. You are the worst of them all, bar none. You are the Muhammad Ali of shittongs. You are a goat. Nobody will forget you. In fact, we have to pick up the pieces from scratch and rebuild our culture, rebuild our country, rebuild our respect for one another, rebuild our punctuality, our genius, bring back merit, promote the greatest, go forward, rather than promoting Lick Bamsi to get a walk. You, Rowley, will go down as the Obia man, the devil who somehow got to the top. You have even decimated your own PNM, bringing us back and taking us back to the elite days before 1970 Black Revolution. You have created and widened the gap between the haves and the have-not shamelessly. You are the Oreo. You will be remembered for the man who has decimated a great nation, taken a pride of people, whether African, Indian, and in between, and turned us into a bunch of cowards who lick Bamsi. Our judiciary are afraid to talk. Our institutions are decimated and overcome with PNMites who cannot do their job but look for ways. Our senior council, some of them legal luminaries of the past who go to the Privy Council and make precedents that everybody could stand up and say, wow, Trinidad and Tobago has genius. We have senior council now who will lie all over the place, who go to the Privy Council and do not even produce an argument worthy of a rebuttal. We have our senior council that are embarrassments to themselves and their family. That is your legacy. You shall be remembered, Rowley, as the abject worst. We have to teach our children how not to become Rowley. So don't frighten. Nobody go forget you. Not even the police and the Integrity Commission.